This is not a class. There's no right or wrong answers. I am no way a professional gardener. Let me just start off by saying that. I'm a person who loves gardening. I am Randy Battle from Richmond, Virginia, born and raised on the south side of Richmond, but I spent most of my summers in North Carolina with my grandmother and my grandfather, and they had acres of land. And in the summertime, we spent a week at home after school. When school let out, we stayed home for a week, and that was the rule. You go straight to the country and you start working. We picked cucumbers, peas, tobacco, anything you can think of, they grew it. We had chickens, cows, pigs, everything. And I had an amazing experience yesterday at the Freewood Farms. If you guys have not checked that out yet, please do so. Freewood Farms, awesome.
I wasn't ready, but you gotta say it over.
Oh yeah, you can just pick up bits and pieces. Yeah, you don't have to record the whole thing.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, Randy Battle again. Also known as Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy. So you guys, we're just gonna make this one big family. You know, like I said, I'm not professional, so if I fumble up something or you know something that I don't know, feel free to join in. We're learning as we go. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I've been gardening my whole life. So just wanted to start off by letting you know who I am, and if anybody else wants to give their history on gardening, feel free to do so. We're going to start with German. Tell us about you, German.
My name is German, and I love gardening because I've seen my mom work out there on a hurt back, and she knows she's not supposed to be out there all the time. Wow. And I thought, why not help her out in the garden? So I decided to learn along with my mom. I'm not a professional either, but I do love to do it. And I do have a channel called German's Plant World. And I haven't posted in like 2 weeks, which I need to post something. So that's basically it. Really.
Awesome. Anybody else have any gardening experience, or do you guys garden?
They help.
They help? Okay. Okay. And I want her to tell us a little bit about Kidogo.
Oh, so hi, I'm Alicia Matthews, and my family, Monty and I and 2 kids, own Kidogo Farms. We're in the Brownsbury community of Georgetown County. We've been growing our own food for a long time. Like you said, we come from that background of going home to South Carolina for the summer and planning with family. And we started Kidogo because we wanted to, one, make purpose positive again, reintroduce farming to a farming community, and from a Kidogo perspective, we just want to make people more comfortable with getting back outside and enjoying the outdoors, and you know, growing your own foods and making your own jams and jellies, and you know, getting healthier because of what you intake instead of relying on pills and things of that nature. So we're just glad. Thank you all for being here today, and I look forward to fellowshipping and having you guys come out and visit Kidogo Farms. Thank you, Randy.
Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. So you guys, let's just dive right into it. Introduction to gardening. How many of you know about a gardening zone? If you know what your gardening zone is, raise your hand.
I don't know what it is, but I know what gardening.
You know what gardening zone is? You said you don't know what it is, but you know about it.
Which one I'm in. I don't know which one I'm in.
I think you're in 8.
Okay.
Charleston is 8. I think you're in 8.
And where do you live?
Myrtle Beach.
Okay, yeah, you're in 8. You're in 8.
Marshlands.
I'm in actual 7. So we're in 2 different zones. What you guys can grow, I can't grow as soon as you guys can. You guys can start February, March. I have to wait till March, April, sometimes May. Like we just had a terrible snowstorm hit Richmond, Virginia a few days ago, and it wiped out a ton of seedlings that I left outside. My fault. But yeah, gardening zone is just an idea based off of history of how your weather is going to flow that year. Up north, they're in like 2, you know, where it's very cold, 2, 3, 4, and so on, down to Florida, they're in the 8s, 9s, and 10s. So you want to know what you're growing and what your growing gardening zone is. That way you know what to plant and when to plant it. Okay, so let's just start off with zone 8. And where do you live?
She's zoned out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, we're in Charleston. We're zone 8.
Zone 8. So we have zone 8, zone 7, you're zone 8. So we're going to work around zone 8 and zone 7. What can we plant right now? What do you guys like to eat? That's what I always tell people. Grow what you like to eat. A lot of things, when you go to the store, you see all these seeds and they're so pretty and you're like, oh, let me get this, let me get that, let me get this, and let me get that. And then the items produce and you don't eat them. And that's kind of a waste of growing. Now, unless you're going to have a market and you're going to sell different things, then you can grow whatever you like. But I always tell people, grow what you love to eat, especially if you're a backyard garden. Don't waste a ton of space on pretty things just to have pretty things. Grow what you like and grow what you're going to eat. Okay? So this is going to be an interaction with each other. And why start a garden?
Survival.
Survival.
Survival. Healthier.
Healthier.
I don't know.
Just why start? Why you start?
So you have food when grocery stores go down?
There you go.
Therapy.
Therapy.
Big time therapy.
Very, very therapeutic. Very calming and peaceful. Do you garden?
I used to.
Okay.
I have though, yeah.
Okay. So I do it for peace. I do it for food. I do it to share with my family and my friends. And it's just so calming to put my hands in the dirt. I love playing in the dirt. Big kid. Used to make mud pies growing up. So it's just something fun for me. I don't mind getting my hands dirty and all that good stuff. So soil conditions. Let's talk about that. Soil conditions. What does that mean to you? Just put something in the dirt and it grows? No?
Dictates what you can grow.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Soil conditions are very, very important. We're going to talk about perlite. We're going to talk about that black gold. We're going to talk about compost. And why do we mix all these things together? Now, you don't want to just put a seed in the dirt and just say, okay, I have a garden.
Did it.
You can do it. Some things will grow. But you want to have a good soil condition so your food comes out good. Okay? So let's just start. Let's grab peat moss. Let's just start off with something simple. This is one of the basic soil mixtures that I find that you can almost grow anything in. Just plain peat moss. Now, what I like to do is I take, let's say, for 1 cup of peat moss, we want to use some perlite. Does anybody know what perlite is?
Little white ball, little.
It helps to irrigate the soil.
Sydney? Oh, I thought you were raising your hand.
It helps to irrigate the soil.
Yeah, but what perlite does, it helps retain moisture.
What is
And if
it,
you
though?
guys want to come up, it's a moisture retaining. Now, what it's made out of, do you know?
Yeah, it's a composting plastic actually.
A composting
Commercial
plastic.
grade of, it's not plastic because plastic doesn't decompose, but it's a commercial thing that you can put in dirt to hold moisture.
Right. Now, what they make it out of, I couldn't
It's a
tell
little
you.
white ball.
I don't even think.
We know it helps. It helps.
All they tell you is a moisture retainer. It helps the soil from getting compact. So what you want to do is mix a little bit of your perlite. Yeah.
Please don't eat it.
Please don't eat it. So if you guys want to come up and just watch the difference that perlite makes with the soil, we can actually use the table. Okay? Now what happens to soil, over time when you start to water it, it starts to compact like this. And sometimes your water will not reach the bottom root system of your plants. Now what perlite does is it loosens this soil up. Okay? So it doesn't take a lot. Say it
It
again.
doesn't allow it to compact.
It helps reduce compaction. Okay? So what that does is it helps break the soil up, and it actually helps with moisture retention.
Now, I know we're talking about farming to grow, but I have my own little garden in my house of just flowers and beautiful plants.
Mm-hmm.
Is that helpful to that too?
Yes.
Because I have a plant, and every time I water it, it goes straight through the pot. It doesn't. It just.
That's that sandy soil.
Sandy soil, and then
I've
the soil can be
repotted it a couple
compacted.
times, but I'm gonna do this kind of blend right here.
Yeah, and you notice when you go to the store and you see this, you're like, oh my God, that must be some beautiful soil. It's pretty much peat moss and perlite.
Okay.
That's all it is. That's all it is. You can grow almost anything in this. Peat moss and perlite. So
And
that's
peat
your
moss is
starting
not
base.
dirt?
Peat moss is a soil mixture, but it's actually peat moss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the chippings.
Okay.
Canadian tree trimmings.
See, this
Like
is what this is
ground
all
up.
about, you guys.
Yeah, like they shred it. It's some special tree that they use out of Canada. It'll tell you on the back which tree it is.
Okay.
Right.
But peat moss is just like, what do you call it? Shredded.
What's all the stuff that hangs around the trees in this area?
Spanish
moss.
Moss.
Uh-huh.
You could actually grow. Spanish moss is a growing medium. Yeah,
I would think.
it's similar.
It looks like it.
But
I mean,
actually, if you know, we use Spanish moss from a Gullah Geechee perspective, medicinally,
Oh.
and in pillows.
Oh, no way. Oh, I bet. Because it looks fluffy hanging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But yeah, this is your basic soil starting mixture. You can grow anything in this. So what we want to do is everybody, I'm going to give you a cup. Here you go. You guys want to come up, you're going to get a cup. What we're going to do, we're just going to start our basic seed start.
Cut, baby.
Put this around
You
here.
want a cup of your camera in?
I know, that water hose right there.
Yeah, be careful, please.
All right, so we're going to have some fun. Who likes to use a drill?
Cindy. Oh, thank you.
You like to use a drill? You like to use a drill?
She did all our drills in all of our pots.
Awesome. All right, come on up. Come on up. We're getting all this on film. So this is basically how I start everything. Now you can use red solo cups, you can use styrofoam cups, but you always want to make sure you have drainage holes in the bottom of your cups. At least 2 in the bottom of your cup. So we're going to let you be careful with the drill. Just going to put your cup up there and drill a hole in it. Here you go.
Turn it upside down.
I have to say, don't you drink.
Like, look, like we did it, like we did at home.
A good table.
Be careful.
Add no
You
pressure.
got it. There we go.
That's the one.
There we go. So we're going to be a basic hole. It's not rocket science, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more. You can actually do more than one.
All of them at one time.
Right? We have enough for everybody. Here you go.
That's a Monte
Use it. You got one?
We're gonna do the new cups now. We got the cups with no holes. Over
Here you
here.
go. Go ahead.
You don't
We're
get
going to get down right in there. There you go.
Back up, kids. Back up.
There you go.
He got the power tool.
You want a drill? There you go. Be careful.
You got a hole in
Hold
your
it right there. And squeeze. Squeeze right here. There you go. There you go. All right. Are we going to let little man drill?
Oh, no, you can.
She said, oh no.
I thought you might have one.
Here you go.
He would like to. But he'd be like, "Ooh."
You want to try?
No liabilities.
Oh, he
Okay.
does, okay. He might.
We start them while they're young. Come on this
All right,
side.
yeah, go ahead, Zach.
Come on around this side. You teach them while they're young, you guys. They'll never depart from
They
it.
got play drills, so might as well.
Okay, we're going to take this. See this little butt right here? I'm going to hold the cup for you.
Trying to take everybody out. Everybody who
And you
wants
just
out.
squeeze that butt.
Look at you. You about to
You
get
got
taken
it.
out by this one. They out here.
There you go. Look at you.
Good job, little man.
Awesome. Let's give him a hand, y'all.
Yay.
Here you go. Huh? Everybody have a cup. Like I said, this is going to be hands-on, you guys. We're not going to just sit here and watch me. We're going to do this together.
You know what Kidogo means? Tiny in Swahili.
All right. You ready?
She trying to do all of them.
Oh, come on. Thank you. I appreciate the help.
Young Cream Summer.
Got it.
You got her. She's gardening too.
All of them. All my kids help in the garden.
Okay.
All right, you guys, let's get some peat moss. You got a cup with a hole in it? Up, come on up. There you go. I knew you can. You got it? Just hold it right there. Watch your hand. Wow. That was super fast. Okay, you guys, let's get some perlite and put it right up here on the table. Everybody? Yep. You can measure it by you. There you go. Just like that. Go ahead, get your some. There we go. Everybody get about all the way up to that first line right there. Okay. Got a perlite? Uh-huh. Exactly.
Oh, you got it right here. That's enough, right?
Go with your port right here. And then you can refill your cup. Okay? So just put